PRX took it 13-6 against T1. And that was also BS, before something. Now we've got something in, and he's on a breach of all things. How does that fare? It went a little bit okay against Talon. How does it do today?
Well, only remains to be seen as we have loaded into the map. No further delays necessary. Everybody's into it. And that means the action will start in just 9 seconds.
I mean, at the same time, it's also just T1 having played this map so much. They've improved a lot, yes, but PRX has that much more game tape to study, and we're already starting things off with W Gaming.
Hello!
And a second.
Yeah, they're just coming at them from both sides. I mean, this is, yeah. They're just going to win every single duel. I mean, they took those so aggressively. Some utility use. Munchkin picks up a Sheriff, doesn't get a single kill. And now it's up to Ban, who is alone.
That said, though, the 4 players from PRX are pretty low. Mind Freak down to 1 HP, maybe something at Jing at about half. Devi with nothing but a Sheriff. Ban being able to sneak all the way through Defender spawn. He could find different access routes, maybe go through, yep, tunnel. Mind Freak is watching it. It's a lot of targets to hit, I'm not gonna lie, Valdez.
Yeah, might as well take the orb. I mean, even if they hear it, it's like, well.
Should we also go like dish and like try to take the one there? Just find whatever you can get, right?
I feel like,
not a frenzy.
Yeah. Although, obviously, kills would be better.
30 seconds left.
So he's looking for that instead, and he will not be able to pick it up. So Devi gets that final kill and picks up a flawless pistol round for PRX.
And that is...
They came out so quick, swinging, Quack.
Welcome to Southeast Asian Valorant, Valdez. This is what we do, and this is what PRX does best. Pushing out on both sides, completely sandwiching T1 into this little corner where they're not able to fight back. A great start. Let's see if we can keep this up. Wow. Not gonna buy too much side player on just the Sheriff.
Yeah. Let's see if he can hit well. Ban's gonna open up the killing right away.
And, ooh.
Devi's got 2 weapons, and Ban gets another one. Look at this guy go.
Out of charges.
Some pretty insane stuff, as we have been seeing this, though, this series so far, that both of these teams are quite confident in eco rounds. They will take the Sheriffs. Munchkin and Saya get a Sheriff headshot themselves. One more. There it is. And a nearly flawless eco round from T1.
It would seem the tables turn around. We had that sort of 4v1 from before in the first, and T1 swapped sides. Oh my goodness. Where's the replay? Can we see how Ben landed those Sheriff shots? Because just walking up to it, getting it down pat was so strong. It completely shattered PRX, not something that they expected at all. Munchkin as well has been another player that's incredibly sharp with these. T1 are not to be messed with.
Yeah, it's pretty intense when the Sheriff is winning against these Marshals. Well, I say that, and then immediately Forsaken gonna take 2 down.
Mind Freak instantly smoking it off. 3 players coming from back now. Zeta recognizing it.
All right. Zeta, do you have it in you?
If they 3 peak at the same time, maybe.
Right there.
Oh, boy.
And there it is. The spray not going to happen. Devi with the Sheriff and Jing sprays him down with his own frenzy. Munchkin alone. And, oh, Mind Freak. What? He didn't hear him? Oh, well, now, now Munchkin knows he's there, and he's just going to run away.
Can't. Only Jing with a Vandal.
All right, let's see it. The spray, not there. And there you have it. Thrifty right back into PRX's hands.
Something that we saw from the first map as well. But just coming back into it, we start things off slightly different. Just Forsaken holding it down with a Marshall. And of course, coming from the back as well, this is that team play now, the evolved PRX it is still forward moving, it is still W Gaming, but they do it together as a team. Overwhelming T1, they can't quite land onto multiple targets. It's too overwhelming. They get to buy back up. Ban and Munchkin a little bit as well, but is it going to be enough?
I have the most confidence in the team that is on an eco right now, so maybe favoring T1 here. Munchkin comes up with his own Vandal and takes 2 out. They're not even looking at him. The timing is perfect. Something is going to peek him down. Saya player takes out something after he gives away his position. They're up in tower, so site taken by T1 now.
And Carpe hiding under the boxes too. PRX has no earthly idea.
Oh boy.
Free weapon upgrade.
Yep. He'll take that. Now it's Jane, who's alone with a Vandal.
Doesn't necessarily have to save either, but a couple of exit frags would be good. Take some guns away from T1, deny some alt orbs, but they are just going all the way around the other side, calling that it is clear. So no more duels for the rest of the round, but what a way for T1 to recover. You were right, Valdez.
Yeah, the team that doesn't have the better guns, they will win.
I mean, just starting things off, it was a little bit of aggression towards bench, I think, and then somehow, you know, attention diverted away. Munchkin just walks up tree, up the stairs, up the ramp, finds 2.
Yeah, he was undercover. It's like, yeah, you guys won't notice me here. I'm just joining the team. I'm on defense. And then he shot him.
Right there. Right there.
So now Forsaken maybe banking in on his overdrive, some laser beams. Pushing out of Dish as well. T1 now trying to hold it down.
Well, he got 1, did Forsaken, with his little zapping. Munchkin, meanwhile, holding it down here, but eventually loses to a Bulldog, not quite able to land that spray with a Vandal. But now Saya looking to get in real quick onto the site. Mind Freak, fault lines, and T1 will hold the A site for now and try to get this plant down.
Trying to push him off. Something so far away from the other side of the map. T1 trying to aggress onto this.
And now a Saya player, he's got to cover 2 angles. He's still going to win against Mind Freak.
Right there.
Now he's got the high ground. Boombot as well available. Something maybe looking to use the Rolling Thunder. Don't know if it's going to hit Saya though.
Right there.
Zeta about to give away his position. Will it matter? Something takes him down. There's the Rolling Thunder. He's going to push him out of Dish. He sees the Boombot. He's going to get in here and at least get it to half, you would imagine. Saya player still stunned. Is he just going to hold it? He's just going to hold it. Pros do not fake. Oh! And Saya player will eventually take him out, but that is the round going to PRX.
It actually works. Saya now 1 point away from a showstopper, yes, but what a way to close out the round. And we still have enough credits just to buy back up. I mean, it's a good hold, and Saya being this assertive in the round. You were talking about it, he had multiple angles to hold, but he just jumped up onto Dish. Drop, I mean. Able to delete Mind Freak away from that roster, but now back into the next. PRX looking to go and assert some chaos into the round as well.
Yeah, Forsaken's gonna make his way into sewer. Meanwhile, Jing able to swing that spray over and take the kill down. Meanwhile, Forsaken is down sewer and takes out 2. Carpe's all alone. He's gonna be taken down. PRX able to finally link a couple of rounds in a row together. This one much quicker than the last.
How long was that round? That was so quick.
5.5 seconds.
5.5 seconds, there we go.
Something like that, that's what it felt like.
I mean, let's see it again, because we start things off with a fast lane from Forsaken going into the tunnel, and now he's just getting a couple more shots, and at the same time, T1 trying to get some recovery. Every single angle held by the members of PRX. 4-2. We've got ultimates on the side of T1.
Yeah, worked for them in round 1, worked for them in round 6, but now T1 immediately wants to pull this back. Forsaken Still here in sewers, they can't quite root him out. But Ben is able to get 2 with the knives. And now it's going to be up to Jing to try to hold down the site. He's really taking that one head on. Trying to get into safety, and he will be able to. This looks like T1 should get onto the site. Devi finally making his way over.
Starting to regroup onto it, right? But still, 3 players on the other side. And it's going to be tough.
Well, I don't think they know exactly where Devi is coming from. Let's see if Devi maybe gets 1. Nobody's going to peek here, as meanwhile, now he's spotted. He picks up 1. He's about to be shot, I think, from behind here. No,
lockdown.
We got Carpe in sewers, actually. And he's checking this angle. He's waiting. That's 2 to Devi.
Their time?
Can he clutch this? Zeta's on the run. He's trying to just get out of there. And he knows exactly where he is, so this is going to be half. It's going to be half, but the time doesn't look good. He's going to try to hold it.
Oh.
As Zeta plays it really well. I think he does not. No, he does not. Nice try from Devi, but T1 barely able to hold on to that. Basically perfect timing from Zeta, as he will hold it together for his team.
Just incredibly smart plays from T1 again. First of all, making use of those ultimates. Why not? We had them. Let's go in for it. Ban just such incredibly mechanical prowess coming through. We always talk about him. Sometimes maybe he takes a little while to warm up. I don't think so anymore. These days he's adjusted. He's that sharp and he just goes in ready to plug and play. On a Viper from the previous map, now on a Duelist, much more impact. PRX tries to recover. Jing, along with 2 other players, trying to hold up by Dish.
Well, he's gonna get the 1. The rest of them are backed off. Forsaken is there, and Jing's still alive. It's just shelling him down. Fantastically handled on the pressure over at Dish. He pops himself out, picks up the 3K, and Munchkin's like, where did my team go? Come on, guys.
They all disappeared. Mr. Stark, I don't feel so good. Jing snapped his fingers, and it's gonna be now Munchkin, just up by Sands, alone, cold. Spike in no man's land. Everyone else watching this one little sky smoke.
Well, now Munchkin is not alone, although he would probably not enjoy the company.
See, in situations like these, you always have to kind of think, where could your opponents be? And that's why he took a little peek.
Yeah.
But now, just checking onto something, not quite there. Something's going to get the frag instead. It's 5-3.
Yeah. Something perfectly timed slow down on the rope as well, just to make sure that he wasn't out. But take a look at this replay. It's so well handled. Forsaken's actually the one that goes out first and takes the death so that Jing can clean them all up.
The Ferrari peak with the blast pack as well. I mean, Jing, ever so capable. Still, this breaks T1's economy. They have to go in for a save. Is this that round again?
Shocking. I'm out of here. Shocking.
Shaken's out of here. He's not going to be going in there alone.
Yeah, we know what those sheriffs can do now, so we're going to back it up a little bit.
Yeah. Let's see where Forsaken goes with this one. As he's probably just going to try to hang out in tower, but Carpe, the lean to take him down. Forsaken not able to win that duel. Meanwhile, Mind Freak with a little peek here. Just gonna run away for now. So meanwhile, a lot of sound being made. And it's gonna mean that Mind Freak can just line it up, gets 3 kills. The peek from something is not good. And T1 now, 2v1. And they make another thrifty happen in this map.
One enemy remaining.
Devi, not good enough this time. And it's not an official one, but either way, T1 able to lock this one down. Multiple Sheriff kills once again.
How do they do this again and again? And it's just off of Sheriffs. They pick up some weapons, making use of the ultimates too. It pushes PRX out of their comfort zone. Devi trying to suss out their positions as well. Not quite able to do so. On to the next player as they play off of each other's contact. Again, teamwork won. 5-4 now. They're starting to recover. Forsaken opting for that overdrive play.
Prepare for hellfire.
Okay.
In they go.
Blocking sight.
Sands cleared as they try to take it over. Devi is just waiting in the corner. They don't check it. And the turret. Timmy, he's helping out. He's trying his best. Gonna pick up a kill for the team. Munchkin, meanwhile, trying to tap on some heads. Gets the one. Carpe as well, trying to hold the spray. But it's not meant to be. Devi with yet another 3K. PRX 6-4.
Incredibly back and forth, and yes, the turret does chip in a little bit. Thank you, Timmy. Just smart plays of recognizing orbital strike comes through. They're probably going to push through Sands as well. Maybe a little bit of presence towards A main. This is what we're going to do, boys. And Devi comes in from the side, holds it. Forsaken along with Devi again, of course, up by A main. Just the way that they play off each other, and now it's going to be the timeout called because T1 has yet to secure a strong lead.
Yeah, you know, it's been PRX mostly just coming out, challenging them, not really allowing T1 to get much momentum, really. I mean, every time T1 gets like a crazy round, a thrifty or what have you, PRX immediately is in their face. They're going for weird angles, Forsaken's peeking everyone. And it's really difficult to handle, especially when there's so many talented members on the side of PRX.
Dynamic gamers.
Mindfree's just taking a little rest, you know.
That's the pose that gives him the most power.
Yeah.
But this is exactly what I was thinking about as well. Before the match started, seeing the compositions, it's exactly the same. And what this means is that have both teams evolve that much? Has something, you know, coming into the equation given PRX that much more firepower? Can T1 actually find this new form on the same map that they fell to before their previous matchup? Certainly, for now, it's a lot closer than before, but not quite where it needs to bring T1 over that edge. PRX still on top. This time, though, the Chaos map. We're pushing on both sides. PRX getting the information outside of B, but the hit goes towards A. Devi is pinched.
He still gets 3! Are you kidding me? How did she manage that? T1 are just like, oh yeah, he'll be dealt with. Somebody will take him down. It wasn't meant to be.
He was stunned.
Yeah, didn't matter. And they eventually find Carpe. They're like, oh, I guess I'll take him out. That's going to be a really clean round here for PRX, and it all comes off of a stunned Phantom spray.
Sorry to spoil the party.
I mean, roll the clip because holy heck, God, it's just what? I can't believe it. There was so much in his face. He still turns around, managing to recover off of this delayed spray. The fire rate is lowered down because of your concussion, but he manages to get 3 anyway.
He's pretty happy with himself.
About that.
He should be.
The Hantu from Kalenta. 7-4 now, and PRX. I mean, this is what the timeout was for. Can T1 come back in this round? They have a rolling thunder.
Yeah, I mean, they've tried fast hits. You know, that play through Sands. Okay, here's the rolling thunder from the side. It's going to be met with another one as they throw them at each other. Here's Forsaken now getting in real quick. He's going to steady that spray, picks up 1, does a ton of damage. Devi follows up. And now it's Carpe alone again as he's on 2 health. And PRX are just, they are not being nice to them anymore.
The disrespect on that, Valdez.
Switching sides.
Just
might as well.
Jumping out, showstopper. The Carpe, the guy had an orbital strike, couldn't even pull it out.
The emotional damage that they are inflicting on T1 right now cannot be understated.
Emotional damage.
It's real.
It is. I mean, look at this spray. The way that they pushed out, first of all, hearing the footsteps, the rolling thunder set, and then the counter went through from Zeta. But PRX, as they pinch them in on this one side of attacker spawn, T1, like you mentioned before, can't find that momentum, Valdez. It's painful.
Yeah, it is. It really is, and I feel for Autumn and the guys on T1 because, you know, we've seen what they're capable of, and certainly I think in a ideal situation, T1, even on map 1, we saw they're able to match this team, but I I think this map is kind of running away from them right now. Just as fast as Paper X are getting some of these weird, cheeky rounds and the spray downs and the dry peaks and the crazy rushes on defense, by the way. That's how fast this is kind of running away from T1. They're really going to have to hunker down and try to figure something out.
And that's why, I mean, you're stuck in this situation. You have to find creative solutions. You know how PaperX operates. It's this incredibly mechanically sound style. Does that say, is this Master
Is this
Chef?
Master Chef? Yeah.
I think so, I think it is. And he needs a weapon. PaperX needs a weapon, and they're all that strong for it. As soon as they get up online, all 5 of them can frag out. And that's why they are so capable to play double duelist. They're so capable to keep pushing out on every part of the map on Fracture. T1, holding, not quite working out. Pushing and picking up pace, not quite working out either. But you have to figure it out. This is competition. I think that's Arena Empress, because that's how he played on Vines last week.
Aha.
Completely purple, but you know, we don't have purple markers here. So.
Yeah. So it's just got like the fuzzy Empress lines.
Yes.
Makes sense.
26 and 10, that
First
was last
I
week.
thought I was looking at like, I don't know, like an Electric Man or something. It's weird.
Electric Man.
The drawings have been top notch.
You
But
know,
my understanding of them, not so much.
the Electric Man is Forsaken on Neon. And let's see what he can do on this attacking side. Can T1 actually stop PaperX in their tracks and find that momentum that they're so desperately looking for?
Yep, it's really the question. That's the bot. Gonna get some damage in, but still, Munchkin not able to hit those shots. That means it's free entry to the site for PaperX. They know they take down the Killjoy. All that utility is down. Probably not gonna have another member too close, so they just rush it. And now they're up a member.
Same time, they just fall back towards A main, expecting the pushes
Okay.
up. Saya gets 2 through the smoke.
Nice, that's gonna tie things up essentially. Boombot comes out, that's cleared from far so that something can kind of lurk, but he's just gonna back away. Spike is ticking as we speak, so T1's gotta make a move. Spray is coming in, and now Saya player trying to come out of the door. He's gonna be spotted as he's trying to hold it, gets it to half, but something is able to hold it for the double kill. And that means they hold on to the round, it's a pistol, and PaperX are really running away with it.
Just again and again, this is now 4 for 4. PaperX has won every single pistol round today. What does happen though, again, sometimes, is that, as Valdez called for it, the sheriffs from T1 sometimes give you unexpected results.
Yeah.
Not here so far. I mean, just Van and side player on a Marshall.
Yeah. Let's see what they can do with this. Because we've seen eco rounds really go both teams' ways, regardless of which team is on the eco. But already a ton of poke damage onto Ban.
More rifles on PaperX too. Excuse me, it was 3 out of 4 pistol rounds. One did win one from the last map, but here we go.
There you go, the walls are up, and Forsaken's on the site. Greeted by a lot of utility, but PRX are coming at their hard and fast. As they have the firepower advantage here. And now Saya player is alone. He's going to have to try to flank them, but that's going to be spotted and down for Saya. Forsaken will take that down.
That's now 10 to 4. 3 rounds away from Masters Tokyo. Economy damaged and hurt, and this gives T1 that slight chance to turn this whole thing around. Then again, it is PaperX on their attacking side. There's so much chaos that can be induced. If you are T1, if you are Zeta, you have to make the right calls, and these guys are just shouting, "Davai, let's go."
Yeah, that's the call. They, I wonder what the comms are like, you know, before the the rounds rather start. Are they just like, yeah, let's just go kill them? Because that's what it kind of looks like.
I wouldn't be surprised. But, oh!
Saya's trying to hold it down desperately for the team. He has been so huge for this team, really keeping him in it, especially on the first map. Something always getting sprayed down. He's taking a lot of damage. 1 health. But he's still hanging out there against the wall. Forsaken, the ADS just gonna take off Munchkin's head. Not gonna get a second. Something with 1 health gets 2 kills. The value is insane.
Back to a 2-on-2 as well. They start rushing in.
Okay.
Do they know that Devi is behind them, though?
I would imagine no, just because Devi is really sneaky. But Ben's just gonna hold it, and Devi has no idea. He's just gonna take down the kill and go with that. Takes them both down, actually.
You can trust my boss.
Nice little spray there. And T1 finally back on the board. They barely got that bonus.
Still a good win. With the way that they actually came in on the retake, reading PRX, getting some of these players shot down to about 1 HP, but that said something still. The monster that he is comes up with 2 big ones.
Yeah.
Now PRX, Devi getting those 2. He's now 2 points away from his lockdown. He's got light shield buys coming through. They're looking for a win.
Yeah, they absolutely are. And take a look at the guns here for T1. They have 4 Bulldogs, a Spectre, lots of armor, but they don't really have the firepower to back it up. Not a lot of utility either. As they're just gonna try to hold this one Saya player. Uh-oh.
Wow,
He's gonna hide for now in between. Well, now he's down. Ding gonna take him as Carpe and Munchkin try desperately to hold on to the site. Ban as well
My ult's ready.
from Spawn, looking for an angle here.
Single shot fired, and that's a warning sign. Ban is up by defender Spawn. Meanwhile, it's gonna be Carpe up from a main. Watching the angles, Jake.
Oh, these post plants, you have really struggled to find the angles. Uh-oh. Forsaken is looking to take up a no ban. It's gonna get both!
Whoa!
And the 3K, a massive clutch for him, keeps the team in the game.
Well, something that PRX does not expect. Truly, Ban has evolved. Ever since the first few weeks, you know, we didn't really quite look at T1 and Ban sometimes playing that Omen, not having the impact that you're looking for, but now, whatever agent he's on, whether controller or that jet, he is nailing his shots. 1-on-2 clutch.
Yeah.
And it puts T1 back in the game. It's still 10-6, 4 more rounds to climb back, but they have 3 ultimates to work with.
Yeah, they definitely do. I think that T1, you know, that is a breath of fresh air. I think they have 1 timeout left. As Forsaken is pissed. He is looking for it, but Ban. Oh, Ban's so close, but still Forsaken. Gonna get the jump on him. Meanwhile, here comes Jing. He's gonna find 1. Trades it, does Carpe. Nicely done. As meanwhile, Judge Gaming from Munchkin.
Out of charges.
Just a brief moment of respite. PRX tries to rotate back around. Saya player watching it though.
1 enemy remaining.
Really nicely handled.
Devi sneaking up from under tunnel, wants to go back towards Arcade to pick up the spike. Tart's gonna spot him.
He is so dead. He has no idea. Yep, Saya just gonna take that one down. T1, they're catching up. They're making this interesting.
As soon as the turret went out, you could see everyone from T1 started converging in on Devi's position. Timeout now called. Yes, they are catching up, but it's still 3 more rounds for T1 to go.
Yeah, I think it's a good time to call a timeout, you know. That last clutch from Ban was really close. You see Alex maybe not happy, as is kind of his default, so it's kind of hard to read into it now.
Well, I mean, if you knew him in person, you know, he's just a really passionate guy a lot.
Sure.
He's really nice, but
he cares about his Valorant and
kind
his
of like
team.
their big brother.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And sometimes your little brothers misbehave. A lot of the past few rounds, past 3 rounds now that T1 has won, so much of it is thanks to
We flew from Singapore.
better win. Okay, we win for you. That's a Singlish coming in, but still, yeah. It's a lot of chaos, a lot of duels, and a lot of brawls. T1 are now starting to figure out that, and all they have to do is just to play for trades. When they work off of each other that way, they're starting to figure out and win out in a lot of these exchanges as well. Getting a lot of rounds back-to-back. Ban starting to find that form, that lead. 12 frags, of course, Divine maybe on top, and Forsaken as well, but if they keep this up and they get a little bit complacent, this win could very well slip away from their fingers.
Yeah, it absolutely could. I think T1, again, I just think they're in a really good spot to take over control of this map. It's been PRX all the way when they were on defense, but now T1 get a chance to control the map and dictate it, and that's where they're really strong.
Got the spike.
Let's see this play from PRX first off. Looks like they're looking for picks.
Just trying to be careful about it, too. Suddenly, the pace completely changed up. T1 might just peek out. They could find Forsaken's pigtails.
Yeah, he had his smokes out, and then he's like, oh, hello. He's right there. Munchkin also going to spot. I think two of them definitely going to hear more than one, as Saya's going to just fire that through. Easy kill for him. Try to look for the peek with a stinger. Not really going to work out. And no kills to the side of PRX. T1 on the come up.
You say something?
Yeah, we started it off like 10-4, 10-5.
Yeah.
This is now 4 rounds in a row that T1 has won. 2 rounds away from equalizing it, and they still have ultimates left to cycle through. PRX desperately looking to break this momentum that T1 has scrounged up for themselves.
Very nicely handled. Saya up there on rope, just raining down hell.
Placing swarm grenade.
Let's see this play. PRX, they have the spike here on Forsaken, looking to push into drop.
So there is quite a bit of Killjoy utility, and this is that T1 setup. Sometimes Munchkin will have so much utility and a lot of teammates watching separate angles, kind of relegating A main away, but PRX aren't there.
Yeah, I mean, the lockdown is like, okay, whatever, as it's destroyed as well. Munchkin gonna get that first blood. Sade as well gets the peek on a Forsaken.
Oh, no.
And now, I mean, your lockdown on B. Yes, it's traded, but you didn't get control of the site.
It was meant to be a bit of a fake, but now instantly dismissed away. They burn the ultimates, which could be a little bit good, but still not all great. T1 very much so in control of the round.
Just hanging out in the smoke. Some spray coming through, but something, okay, he's gonna get that kill onto Saya.
Power now.
Yeah.
30 seconds.
Up there, Carpe. Oh! Gonna get taken out by Mind Freak. Seems like maybe the communication doesn't quite come in. He gets flanked there.
Spike planted.
Now PRX have the spike down.
They can back it up all the way. Mind Freak has the orbital strike to play post-plant with. The rest of the squad could play a little bit closer as well. T1 trying to push up through. Munchkin does have the lockdown.
Yeah. Let's see if they use it or if they're just gonna
Charges left.
just go on in. The Aftershock too. Breach and Brim together.
Shorties as well.
Yeah. Oh, this is so rough. He comes in and, okay, he's able to get it off.
Oh, but time.
Last player standing.
All right, trying to hold on to it. Devi is still here. And they have it half. They're going to try to hold it, and Devi is not able to get it. The defuse comes in. T1 have plenty of time. And 9-10. This feels like T1's map now. They have totally taken over control.
5 rounds in a row and counting, Valdez. PRX, I mean, slowly making it in. At the same time, trying to sell a bit of a fake. The coordination somehow
30 seconds left.
off in this round. And T1 just having that team play, having that little bit of a micro timing onto its tower, something actually thrown off his guard. It's going to be the light shields buy for PRX, and if they can't win on this one, that lead is gone.
Yeah, it's already totally gone, and it's a rare moment where Devi is not able to clutch out those last-minute clutch moments. But the spray not quite there with the Phantom as the door's opening while he's okay. Meanwhile, Forsaken able to get the peek there on the B, takes out the Killjoy already.
That's all the utility nullified, but at the same time, Spike not yet committed. T1 maybe over-rotating. There's only Carpe on the A site. The rest of Paper X, if they can rush him down in this moment, they could have the site. Saya rotating over too, hears them.
Well, that's a lot of noise. Carpe just up there still. They have not checked this. He's about to get a massive flank.
Spike
They had
down
no
A.
idea. Meanwhile, Carpe, okay, he's able to stay alive up here. Devi trying to trade it back. Carpe with the 3K. It's up to him. He's got Ban nearby.
30 seconds
2v2.
left. Last player standing.
Something gets the drop.
Oh!
Devi able to just straight up peek him and win the 1v1 duel. 11-9, and ooh, that's heartbreaking for T1. I mean, they had such a huge streak, and you felt like the magic was never going to end, but then you realize, you know, it's kind of like the snap of the fingers, and still, Paper X are only 2 rounds away from making Tokyo.
2. I mean, sometimes that is what it is.
Enemy remaining.
He had a little bit of magic, but guess what? Paper X has it too. And although it was great positional plays from Carpe, staying in it was something that Paper X counted on. They had that information to work with. Now on to the next round at the same time. T1 had so much bank built up from those past 5 rounds. It's going to be banned with an operator. Munchkin still on the lockdown. There's a lot of potential to turn this around on its head.
Here it comes. Van's got the angle, and Mind Freak just peeks it. Has no idea. That's a huge first kill for T1.
What does Paper X do after that? You know it's going to be up by A. Maybe you're funneled through to the other side.
Peek it again.
I
W Gaming. Devi, meanwhile, he's going to lose against Zeta.
might just need a breather. Take a couple of seconds to reset. Because that's it. It's not a sprint, it still is a marathon, and you're looking for so much more, but Saya player has their number and he dials it.
Yeah. Excellent positioning. Understands they will come through the sewer. And he just
30 seconds
lines it
left.
up. Making another. Not quite, but Nade comes in and Forsaken's in trouble. Okay, he's gonna get one. Making it kind of
20
interesting, but yeah, there it is. Saya with the pre-fire. Down he goes. T1 still in it. 11-10. Remember, the first map was 13-10, and we actually went to 11-10. Same score, and then Paper X got 2 in a row. Timeout called. Very similar situation. Second timeout here for Paper X as we watch once again.
I mean, Saya player, first of all, everyone from T1 has shown up today. And you can definitely applaud them for that. Carpe, first of all, the positional play from earlier on. Ban having that much impact with Sheriff. And also the Bladestorm kills from before. But now Saya player, who was incredibly loud on Lotus, still finding that form here on Fracture. Definitely a timeout, much needed for Paper X. It's 2 rounds away, but T1 could just turn the tables around.
This is such a tense moment. I can't even imagine what they're talking about in the timeout. It's like, well, you guys, you know, focus on the game, but also you're 2 rounds away from making Masters.
Oh my God.
They would never say that, obviously, but like, that's what's going on in the back of my mind. It's like, oh yeah, you know, stay calm, stay cool. It's
what I want
no
Valdez
pressure,
as my
but
coach.
also don't mess up. Like, you're only 2 rounds away.
Thanks, Coach Valdez.
Yeah, that's my timeout breakdown, guys.
I guess I won't mess this up. Oh God. I mean, it is that save round for Paper X, so
yeah,
you never know what's gonna happen. Munchkin still holding on to that lockdown. So much at stake, especially I feel like a little bit more so for T1. Although they are finding those wins, now holding a lot of these angles up around the A site. It's a much more defensive position as Munchkin is held up towards stands, maybe even defender spawn.
Forsaken just got that orb, and now he is pissed. He's looking for some angles. Jing gets first blood, and Forsaken's on the site looking to zap some people down. They have no idea. What's going on here?
Has 1 HP.
Oh boy. And Jing is distracts Saya player, and Jing gets the kill there. This is going all wrong for T1. PRX. A massive play here on the A.
Is this the round? We still have the blades from Ban, and he's charging in.
Yeah. Also,
Right there.
as an operator, they're all behind the wall, and they're just getting... Oh, man. Just getting shot through the wall right now. Forsaken gets a sheriff kill.
Last
And
player.
another one! You can't stop this guy, and Jing is able to get the flank here on a Ban. Picks up the 3K. PRX on the save. Upgrade 3 rifles. You cannot stop them.
They'll just keep going for it. Watch the replay. Forsaken. Just a fraction of a second, and he peeks out, an instant headshot goes through. It's now 12 to 10. You predicted this, Valdez. The prophet spoke.
Well,
And it's just unbelievable. The timeout called, and it just does so much. Maybe a read that T1 would play that defensively. PRX off of the fast lane that Forsaken throws out. They find
Oh,
it
boy.
more. Oh, no.
oh boy. It's just gonna be this way, isn't it? PRX, they take a save. And now they've got a showstopper as well. Mindfreak 1
You've got
off
to believe.
of the orbital strike.
Spike planted.
You've got to believe. Here comes the showstopper.
Yeah, he's got his own. He's looking. There's 2 angles!
No!
And he misses, and Forsaken takes 2 more! It's all up to Carpe!
Up in the air!
And the BM at the end as well, 13 to 10. And PRX are your second team that will be going to Masters Tokyo. They will face off against TRX in the upper bracket finals. And what a performance from